Alright, welcome back to Dominions. It's time to find out what horrible things have happened in the world today. Okay. Rot marsh. Okay, research enchantment is complete. Battle in Solemn, no problem. I wonder if we can kill anything. Oh wow, we actually hit him for 20 damage. Yikes. Well. Oh, man. Oh, Marcus came so close. Oh, my God. Oh, wow. He came very close to dying there. These longbowmen, they do not kid around, man. Holy cow, they're nasty. Alright, there's Solemn. So let's see, Cerulean Sea, yeah. And there we go. And they're trying, but they're not gonna do it. Nope. Nope. Okay. Well, they're brave little guys, aren't they? Alright. Sea of Crassos, so we're just taking this back. Guess it's a good thing we didn't go in solo. Ooh, you actually left some province defense in here for me, huh? Well, good thing we came in here with some decent troops. Alright, well, interesting. Okay. Alright, unexpected event in Rot Marsh. The wolves are hungry this winter. Unexpected event in Jewik. A group of zealots has joined your armies. Oh, well. Battle in Rot Marsh. Okay. That's no good. Okay. That is suspiciously otherworldly. Reavers of Deep have left us, that's fine. Alright, boys, what do we got here? A bunch of flagellants with no commander. Okay, fair enough. Let's see. Well, we have a commander here, so we can just move him back in. Alright. And it doesn't look like he's moved his army in yet. Okay. Okay. Well, we now have 2 devils. It's time to make a decision about what we're going to do here. So, we're almost in position, you know. God, look at all these guys he has. Yeah. Incredible. Massive army. He's gearing up to go down here himself, I bet ya. Yeah. Okay. Over here. What is he doing? What on earth is he doing? Alright, Rot Marsh, tell me, do I have anybody, do I have any diseased units? I have 1 diseased unit. Okay. Doesn't look like I have any diseased units anywhere else. Okay. Okie dokie. Well, there's Ulm's army. Oh, I can't believe this. Alright. So, that's that. Alright, we got these guys over here, and we will take back. If he left too much province defense in here, I will be irked with him. Okay. Likewise, if he leaves province defense in here too much, I'll be a little bit irked. Of course, I think he left the province defense in here before we made our ceasefire, so can't be angry with him. Alright, well, that's a look at the world. When I come back, I'll have my move plotted out. We're gonna potentially make our move for this province. That's what we're thinking about. Is it wise? I don't know yet. But that's what we're gonna make a decision about. See you then. Alright, here we are. This is the turn that I'm submitting to the server for the next turn. So, as you can see, I am moving this large army here into Might Marsh, and I have informed Ulm of that decision, and I'll share those messages in a bit. Chodvig here is staying in this province to preach, and Fafnir is staying in this province to search. And as far as what forces we're leaving behind, well, I'm sorry, it's just Fafnir here has these Valkyries and his bodyguard still, and then Chodvig has his devils, and then everybody else, I believe, Stormy and Bolt Thrower, these guys are all moving into Might Marsh, and they are taking with them the Einhairs and the crossbowmen and some boars to help feed them. And probably, if anything moves up from his capital here, we'll crush it, but hopefully he won't do that. The problem is going to be next turn, this big army is going to be in Ulm, this being Ulm here. And so what am I going to do with this army? So I've told Ulm that I'm moving through this, and that he should probably take this province after I have a chance to leave. But the thing is, if he does move in with a smaller army, the small army should catch my army before they leave the province, so they'll probably get killed. So we'll have to talk about that a little bit more. He doesn't trust me, and he shouldn't, because he knows what I'm here for. Also, the other problem here is this huge army as well. If it catches this army before this army gets to move towards, like, Chilad, for example, I don't know what's going to happen. I think the general consensus from what I've seen is that if you have an army here, and so this is going to be my territory next turn, presumably, if he moves his army from here into this territory, and I move this army into other enemy territory, we're both making moves into enemy territory. He's moving into my territory here, and I'm moving from my territory into his territory here. In that case, neither army should meet each other. The move should execute before battle, but apparently sometimes if a force is too big, then a small army will catch them first, and that's starting to make sense with some of the stuff I've seen in the past. And so I did debate about whether to just conquer this province as well, but I'm deciding not to. That will trigger Daz, for one thing, and although he may have scouts over here. So yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to keep these guys moving down, and we're going to be ready to attack this province. And I've been talking to Agartha. I gave Ulm the reasoning that Agartha is coming this direction. Neither Ulm nor Daz have an army in position to deal with Agartha if they take this throne. So I'm like, I'm gonna go here and protect this throne. Ha ha ha. Anyway, that's the story there. Over here, we're just moving one unit, Gordon Overkill, to go pick up these flagellants, who are gonna be, they're not bad. I mean, they have high strength, so they're good for defending against a siege. And then I'm just taking my ogres over here to stomp some wolves, and I hope I have these guys scripted okay. Maybe a little bit dangerous putting him up front. Okay, well, I hope I didn't screw that up. Crap. Because he can get targeted by the wolves. Okay, well, that'll be interesting. Dang it. That's something I should have fixed before the turn came in. Because the turn is waiting in my mailbox, so we'll see what happens. Let's see, we got Bert over here is moving into this province. Hopefully he won't catch these guys. If he does, then I'm going to have... well, if he does, he's just going to get killed. But again, that'll be another test here, is to see how... If I catch... I mean, I might. Maybe I'll catch his army if what I said is true about small armies catching large armies, in which case I'll just apologize to Marcus. Over here, same thing. Bruce Jenner is moving into Cerulean Sea. He might catch them as well. We'll find out, but he at least is set to retreat, so hopefully that won't happen. And then over here, we're going to retake Whitewater. And we're also moving Pagobar over here into Ene Emerald. Okay. Now, I'm going to have some interesting options depending on how the next turn pans out. Let's look at our recruitment. So we're going to get our Hydromancer. I'm not recruiting anything else. I am still saving up money in my treasury. Over here, we are recruiting Valkyries and another Vanhurst, and I'm sending Narf with some of his Valkyries just to go ahead and, why not, reinforce more Valkyries to the party, right? So we'll see what happens there. And I don't think there's much else to discuss. I did bump up Tiash's province defense to 10 just to get some chaff, although it's probably a little bit unnecessary. I bumped up Emerald Lake to 20 province defense because I'm going to have to hold on to that province. And if Tortuga decides to stop me, or if Ermor decides to stop me, then the game's going to continue. But I don't see what else I can really do. So we'll just try. Anyway, there we have it. Still just hanging out. And I don't think Dwarf Comic is doing anything this turn. And as far as research goes, we're pumping into Conjuration, so I'm going to try to get to summon water elementals, because I have the water gems. We can do it. We have the water gems. Alright. And I think that is basically it. Still preaching over here to try to knock down this this bad candle Dominion. Let's see. And we're sending some messages. So let's see. It's left click, or is it right? Right click to read message. See, there down in the tooltip it even tells me. Message to Ulm. Ulm, we send you 50 gold as a down payment for our presumed taking of Might Marsh. We hope to find safe passage there, and we'll send another payment if we meet no resistance. Vanheim. So hopefully a little bit of misdirection. I can afford to send him 50 gold this turn. Alright. Message to Ermor. Lich King of Ermor, we send you a few death gems we have procured as a signifier of our continued friendship. And I'm sending him my death gems. Okay. So that's what's up there. And like I said, I will see you in the beginning of the next turn, and I will conclude this episode by just showing you the messages that I'm sending that have been going back and forth between me and Ulm and me and Agartha. Greetings, Vanheim. We are somewhat concerned about the great host that you have mustered in Tiash. It would ease our minds to know their motives for being there. Your friend, Ulm. Ulm, the Vanir are still in deliberation about the next move of our army in Tiash. So far, Agartha has honored the terms of the ceasefire, but each month bears a new storm. Alright, and I wrote that message just because I was not sure yet what I was going to do, so I think that scared Ulm a little bit. And I followed up with the next message a few days later once I had figured out my turn. Ulm, after considerable deliberation, the Vanir have decided to move their ground troops through Might Marsh. Vanheim has reason to believe that Agarthan armies may claim the Griffin Spires, and our raiding parties alone do not have power to stop them. If Agartha takes the Griffin Spires, it will give them unprecedented power in battle. Neither you nor man have armies in position to contest them. Vanheim therefore considers it necessary to deal with the problem. We will send you a preliminary recompense of 50 gold this turn for the income you lose from Might Marsh. We will then follow up with another payment to make up for whatever debt remains. We regret the damage this does to your infrastructure, but again, the Griffin Spires must not fall into Agarthan hands. We leave the defense of your nation to you alone. Agartha is sending a large army from Bithan into your lands. We are delaying them as much as possible through diplomacy, but they are impatient to invade you. We recommend you recruit as many forces as possible and forego province defense until you are certain where you will pitch your battle. We fear you will not keep the throne of brass. It may be advisable to retake Might Marsh using the priests in Chilad and then consolidate them with your army in Ulm. And then I sent a message to the Agarthans. Agarthans, Vanheim informs you that it will be moving an army into Might Marsh this turn. We do not intend to occupy this province, and we will continue west next month. This will further strain our relationship with Ulm, but we have encouraged them to prepare for your assault rather than try to resist our temporary passage. As per our continued agreement, we do not object to your passage through our sea provinces and only ask that you refrain from moving into our land provinces. Vanheim. That is the conclusion of this episode. Thank you, as always, for watching. Wish me luck, and I will see you in the next one. Till then, bye-bye.